Hi everybody, it's Julie and welcome to Memory Dex Monday. And I believe if I did my calculations right, in Rolodex Addiction group, today is W. So I am going to do a Memory Dex using and make it a wreath. Okay, so I've used my small Spellbinders wreath die through my new Cuttlebug. And I have cut out a couple of Memory Dex cards. And out of this Happy Haunting scrapbook paper by Paper Studio. And I am going to start by... they're a little bit flimsy, so I'm going to go ahead and glue them together, but I'm going to leave a pocket in case I want to put pictures or something in there. So there we go. So I've cut two. The really nice thing about using dies is you're for doing things like this, for back to back, for stacking, for like shaker card purposes and things like that. It just works out really well to be able to use dies because you're getting the same exact cut, and then they work really well. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and glue these. And in case you're not familiar, these are the Heidi Swap Memory Dex dies, and they come in sets of 2. I don't remember which one came with which, but they came in sets of 2. And so this one, depending on how you do your paper, you can have the left and the right. You just put your paper in like upside down to get the other one to come through. And I use all of these. Sometimes but the scrap piece of paper that I have is only this big. And so I love having those, and I use those. And then I also have the punch, and I will use that quite often. I did do a video showing you how to make a Memory Dex card if you do not have the dies or the punch. And I will try and remember to put that in the comments below. Okay, so there we go. It should be good to go. So I thought I would do this a little bit, instead of just sticking the wreath on there and putting a bow and putting some flowers, I decided I would make a shaker card. So I'm going to use some packaging that I have, and I decided I wanted to use some sequins. So I have these large leaf sequins, and then I also have some small ones. I guess we'll have to pour out. Okay, I have this. This is a batch that I bought, and then I have another. This one's all leaves. Okay, and then I have this one that has leaves and pumpkins and turkeys in it. And so we're going to grab a couple. From out of this one, it has those long ones. I don't really want red. Oh, look at these are smaller. Oh, it's optical illusion. No, it is different. Didn't notice that earlier. Okay. Okay, so there are okay, so we're going to use those, and then the other thing I thought I would use, if I can get it open. Remember we had trouble with this the other day? You know what? We'll just go ahead and, because this part of it I'm just going to show you how to do it. I already have one ready, so we don't have to listen to the sewing machine. So there. So we'll put those. Okay. So I've got packaging, and if I had what I need is, I want something that will be the inside of this wreath size. So if I had smaller packaging, and I do, but I'm saving this because I need to use it for something, this would actually be better because it gives you have more control over it. But I'm going to use this one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to open it up, and I want like a big yellow one and a big orange one in there. And then I want some of these, and then maybe this one and this brown one. Okay, so that gives us some leaves. And then I have this little tiny gold flowers that I got either after Christmas or after Valentine's. I got them for like 15 cents, maybe 60 cents, but I think they were 15. Whoa, don't want that many in there. And they really make a difference in this little pocket, and I'm going to show you in just a minute how much of a difference they make. Okay, so try not to do what I just did, where I just shot them all over the place. We're going to try and keep them in a little pile here. We're going to put the top on it so we don't knock it over. Okay, and then we're going to add these 3 little dots. The little dots are perler beads that I baked in the oven, and they became these little tiny dots. Okay, now they are great because they become they're decorative, but they become the spacer that makes it so that your sequins move around. Okay, so there is my sequin mixture inside of some packaging. And okay, so now I would take it to the sewing machine. I would try and have my little pile as close in as I can, and I'm going to use the inside of the wreath. I'm going to cover it over, and I'm going to just sew right to the outside all the way around this circle piece that was the inside of the wreath. Okay, and I want to stay as close to the edge as I can without going onto the brown, because I want the wreath to be able to cover the thread. Okay, so there's our little mixture, and we're going to go to the sewing machine, and okay, and then by the magic of TV, we have our little mixture. Okay, and so you've got to pick out which side you like best, which side of the thing. Now I want to show you the difference between, this is just the leaves, okay, just the leaves, none of the little stuff, and no none of the little perler beads. And you see what they do? They just kind of stick together and fall around like that, and it's not as pretty as this one that moves around, and these little gold ones kind of stay all over. So I really think that this one turned out better. So you can see this is a giant piece of packaging. What is it from? Elegant Leaf. Something I bought that was $24.75 and now it was $3.99. Oh, it is. Oh, I know. It is paper from Tuesday morning. Okay. I think it's the vellum, lace vellum, maybe. Wow, that's quite a savings, huh? Saved over $20. Okay, I'm going to cut that off just so that it's easier to work with. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and pull these edges and see if I can get this little mess cleaned up. Because, you know, that's not going to look great on my Memory Dex card. I love these little scissors. I bought these to use when my brother was in the hospital and I stayed with him. He had had a stroke. He has cerebral palsy. You've heard me talk about him before, my brother Zach. And he had had a stroke, and I stayed with him at the hospital because, you know, when somebody can't talk, can't tell you anything, I just think that it's best if somebody can be there. And my mom was really sick with the flu and couldn't even be at the hospital. And so I went and I stayed. Anyway, I bought these scissors on my way to the hospital. And they've been great. Okay. So then I'm going to just glue this onto here. And, you know, there's a couple of ways of doing this. I know that actually, if I can get the ATG gun to stick to the thing here. Why is my gun clicking? If I can get the ATG to stick to this, this is one of the best glues for this. And I know this because of attaching the little baggies to the mason jars for my pocket letters. I've tried a variety of glues, and that has been what's worked the best. So this is sticking. Okay, and so I'm going to take it and attach it to the wreath first. Okay. Trying to, oh, I got it. I got my wreath upside down. Okay. There. So we have our wreath. Okay, and it does still shake. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, now we're going to go and do it again. Now you could, and I think we will, we're going to stamp behind it. I have the word blessed. That is my word of the year. And as true to many of my words of the year, it has been a great word of the year. I'm going to use the die and put it on here so that I can kind of it as a template to know where I want it to go. And I'm going to figure that the leaves are going to kind of go down more towards the bottom, so I'm going to stamp more towards the top rather than right in the center. And I really like that. So this is the stamp set that I got at Oh, I think I got it at Hobby Lobby, and it has thankful, grateful, blessed, and it has a pumpkin and a leaf and a turkey, I think. And I'm very, very happy with that stamp set. So there we go. Okay, so we're gonna just do the same thing again. Going around the outside with our ATG. Because it is plastic that we're adhering. So you want to be careful because some of your glues can actually eat your plastic. Okay, now I have a little bit of an edge here. Let's see, I might cut. Okay, I'm going to cut this one. I'm figuring where I'm going to put my flowers, my bow, because they can cover the places where your edge has come over. Okay, so let's get this going. I'm going to go ahead and turn him over one last time. If he turns again, that's, oh well, but at least I started it out. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can get these separated a little. Okay, so let me figure out where we're going to put it. We'll put it like this. Put it down. Okay. So we have our little stuff. Okay. Now, another type of glue is these Zots, Thermo Web Zots, acid-free clear adhesive dots. Okay. And you can see these are I believe these are the medium. They might be the large. But you can go ahead and you put it on the dot and then you lift it and the dot is on your sequin. And they make these in a variety of sizes. They even have a size that will hold a small sequin. And that has been awesome. When you're wanting to use a sequin in your, or when I've wanted, I should say, when I've wanted to use a sequin in my paper crafting, this has been a great way to be able to put them on. Put this one down here. Okay, now these ones are big. I don't know where my little ones are, so I'm going to just go ahead and cut this one in half. Maybe. It's worked before. It's cut. It's just sticking to me. For these littler ones, because I want to put a couple of the littler ones on here. Okay, because you don't want any of the Zot outside of the actual, where the actual leaf is. Okay, so there's that one. And there's the other half. Right there. The other one, it's ripped. Okay, and then I always rip my paper and throw it away so that it's right on for the next one. Okay. We do have some ribbon. And it might be too big. So the other thing, of course, I do have raffia. Just tie it in a bow. Like it down there. Okay, so we can, with raffia, you can split it. Get yourself some more pieces, just like with the brooms that I made for Halloween. So if you're looking for raffia and all you can find is the pieces that are more still stuck together, remember that you can tear them. Okay. I'm going to use, I have my glue gun on today, and it's still it's closer now, but it's still not able to be on camera. Someday. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take a gamble here. My wreath did not cut all the way out, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some dark brown lines to the wreath to kind of give it more dimension. Okay, including the little pieces that are sticking up. You know, you don't have to be satisfied with what you got. You can go ahead and alter it. And of course, this is the brown that's always right here, so that I can color in the hair of my Julie knitting dolls. Okay, so I have some flowers over here, and I wasn't sure if I was going to use them. They are just a bunch of punched flowers that I in a variety of colors and patterns, that when I had just like scraps, I had gone through and cut them. So send it away. There's that one. And then maybe put a gold one inside of it. And some of them you can turn them over and they're a different color. They're different. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know if I should even do this. And And you're all out there going, no, no, yes, no. If you're even still on here. Right? Right? Okay, the other thing we could do is fluffy flowers. And could do fluffy flower with, could do a fluffy flower that is these. I've never done that. So for the fluffy flower, I like to use my Aleene's tacky glue, and I just try and pour out some in the corner over here. If I can get into it. There we go. Okay. So the Aleene's tacky glue, and then, okay, that's not supposed to be in there. One of these. This is one is a cuticle pusher. Sometimes I use a skewer. So I'm going to get some of the glue and put some on the flower here. I'm not going to actually glue the flower yet because, okay, so then I'm going to pinch around this. It's easier with the book paper than this cardstock, of course. I'm going to go ahead and set it right on that one. And there, we'll go with gold. Okay, so I'm pinching it around the point, dipping it in the glue, and then putting it on itself. Okay, so there is, oh, I kind of like it. Kind of looks like a chrysanthemum. Okay, we'll put a little Aleene's on it and glue it right there. Okay, so the next one, we want one of those. Let's figure out, we can go ahead and put it where we're going to put it. Here. Okay. Do I have another orange one? Yeah. You can tell by the back which one is which is there. They're all a variety of orange colors. Put that one down. And then get a gold one. Okay, so this is cardstock, fluffy flowers. Look like little chrysanthemums or marigolds. Okay, I like that. Okay, look at that little tiny acorn. That would have been cute inside the. You just never know what you're going to find in my stuff. Okay, so here is another type of flower, and I think we'll just put that on. Hopefully we'll have more than one of those. Put that on next to it, and ooh, I like the brown. I'm gonna do like the brown. Okay. you can use the other side to press it down too. See, these some of them are brown, but they have a pattern to it on a lot of that paper. So I want another brown one. Where are those? Here they are. And I got them in a Frappuccino. I have my flowers are in Frappuccino bottles. I was like, do they smell like Frappuccino? I just need one more brown one. Pretty please. Pretty please. See, something I should have done before the video. Okay, well, what we can do, and sometimes we just have to do it this way, is we'll find a brown, and it's not quite all brown, so we'll put it so just the brown shows. See? We can do that. We are clever. Oh, see, there's another one that's got some brown. Use up all this Eileen's tacky glue over here. Come over and put one underneath there. Okay, then we got one more thing to do, and that is add that, or these orange stickers that I got at Dollar Tree, and because of the lighting when I was in Dollar Tree, I thought they were red. Oh, look at I like it on this orange one. I'll just add a couple. Well, add another couple of orange ones. Putting a little bit more of the Eileen's glue in my little pile over here. Okay. So this is my Memory Dex Monday for today. W, she in Rolodex Addiction, the challenge was each day a day of the alphabet. And so I think I figured it right, that today would have been W. I hope so. And so I did wreath for W. I wanted to show you a way of doing there we go. There we go. Doing a shaker pocket using sequins and packaging and the perler bead thingies. So I think it's pretty fun. You could also use the acetate type packaging, which might work better. But that's not what we did today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, put them down below. Find something to celebrate every day. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Be blessed. There you go. Enjoy. Bye-bye.